We're going to do another Goldhorse mining contract. Conveyor belt section 3. We need to assemble conveyor section near the sorting building. Warning, a conveyor section will partially obstruct the path. Also, the cabin zone 1 needs to be outfitted with prefab cabins. We need 4 metal rows, 4 bricks, 1 concrete slab, and 1 cabin. Yeah, we blocked that road there. It's a good thing we got our wood already. I think what I'm going to do is bring some fuel over. I have a truck. No, actually, I'll use a different truck and leave this one here. And I'll bring a fuel trailer as I come. That's the best way to handle that. I'll just grab another bed after I get me a fuel trailer, and I'm going to pull it with the winch. Okay, now let me drop that. Actually, I'm going to take it out there and drop it. And I'll come back. We're crossing somewhere. That one's right here. Let me look. Just gonna circle it and see what it looks like, but I'll double speed it. That way you don't have to suffer through it all. Of course this truck can do it, but it's a waste of time. I'm just looking at it to see if I can bring a trailer across it or not. I don't know why this road would be here, is what I'm saying. I'm just looking at it. That right there looks crossable, but I don't want to float down the river right now. I'm in the middle of something else. But it seems like I could get across right there because there's giant rocks. That'll keep me from floating away. I might try that. That looks pretty good, actually. If I had the Antarctic. I'm just going to use this one. I'll just scout it real quick, circle it, get back out on the road. I'll go jump through the garage and get some fuel again for free. And then I'll grab me a trailer. Probably a step. It holds 5. I'm trying not to use a sideboard semi if I can get away from them because they get stuck on everything. They have rails on the side that get hung up, rails on the bottom that get hung up, rails on the back that get hung up, and there's little trees across the road everywhere. Once you get that hung in there, you got to pull on it with enough force to break it, and that could take quite a while depending on how much traction you're going to be getting and what kind of truck you have, what kind of terrain you're on. It could become very difficult using a sideboard semi-trailer. I try not to do it if I don't have to. If I'm hauling road steel and I want to get more than what I can haul, I'll use one. Or if I'm hauling long logs or something, I'll use one. But if I have nothing else like that to haul, I'll just use a flatbed. I'm just getting bricks. And this will do. Yeah, I'm not going to go down that. I could probably snorkel across it with that other truck, but we have this one and I'm not going to hunt for a different truck. This isn't really a bad truck. It's just I didn't put mutters on it. I still have chains. I'll be using it again with chains, and I just didn't want to. I have another truck out there with mutters if I need it. It can help. But I'm just taking this fuel out for everyone to use. Because that truck that I'm talking about is the Tayga, and it's almost out of fuel. I think it has 40 gallons. I think it could probably make it to the gas station. I'm just going to bring some fuel up. Here's where I'm crossing at. I've crossed it before. It's pretty shallow. And I know I can get across it. That other one, it was rapids. And it looked pretty deep too. This, like I said, has rocks in it that keep you from washing downstream. That's like what I saw down there. I know I could probably cross it, but I don't know if I could cross it with this because it's a lot more rapid and deeper. But this is where the bricks are anyway, so I don't need to cross down there. Let me see if I can mark it. Oh, I left my fuel, didn't I? Well, I'll just have to bring it down here with another truck. I may end up needing that winch anyways. I would have had to drop it. I'll just pull it out here at 2x speed like I did that scouting. I'm trying to hook to some of these and pull on them and break them because they're hanging up in the bumper. I got it in low. This part here where these dead trees are is the roughest part of this. Having these chains. I mean, even if you had swamp tires on, it's probably not going to do a whole lot better right here. This is just marsh with dead trees in it. Big dead trees. Just got to keep pulling to every one of them until they break. Run them over. They'll give you traction after they break, but before then, they'll be hung up on every part of your body or your trailer. It's the only way to get through here unless you have the Antarctic. It would have probably been the right one for this mission. I just didn't think of it. This here is better on the icy roads. Maybe even rock crawling, but certainly not mudding. Maybe we can get something else. No visible winch points. Are you kidding me? You gotta do it manually. I know there's one somewhere. It won't move an inch either. Move now. There we go. He's having a hard time. I'm gonna try not to go down into the ditch or you stay on that little hump in the middle, it'll give you traction. Oh, I fell in it. Tight squeeze there. That's a big rock. Here's some of our brick. Two of them. Let's go get the other two. To be honest, if I would have brought that Antarctic out here, I would have probably flipped it. I don't like driving it unless I'm in the snow. It does pretty good in the water too until you hit a rock and then it bounces and flips over. I'm just going to hook this on here in case I could have done it without it, but much easier to use it. Oh, I just took some damage on the tank. I don't want to leak my fuel out. I guess we might. Half of it anyways. It's leaking out. There's an outhouse. I guess we don't want to run that over. There's a big hole in it somewhere. Take these blocks on. Now we have four loads of brick. I think that's what we came for. really shouldn't have brought this into the swamp with these kind of tires on it, but I do have a truck out here that can pull it through if I get stuck. And I do have a winch. I should be able to make it. My problem is I forgot the fuel. Now I have to bring it back out here with something else. I'm just going to stick to the side on the left where the traction is. You can always get traction if you hit that. It's going to be dry. There's one on the other side too. I guess it would have been just as good on either side. Maybe less of a chance of hitting that rock coming out on the side I'm on now though. I probably picked the rock side. It would have flipped me over on the other side. Oh, I'm stuck in a ditch, ain't I? That is deep. Trying to stay up on the hump in the middle, and I slipped off into the trench on both sides, and now I'm stuck up to the axle. It's like a sled. Probably be perfect for that Antarctic. If I have to come back out here, I might just bring it. Doing alright though. I'm doing alright until my tires slipped into it on both sides. If one side slipped, it's okay, you can dig out, but when both sides slip, you get stuck. It'd probably be better to climb over the top of those rocks than to go through this mud. But I have a truck down here that can pull if I get stuck. It has mudders. See, I may have been able to cross here, but that would have been too far to drive in that swamp. I think I did it right. Yeah, there's nothing to grab to here. I'm not sure this is going to help any at all. No, it's not moving. I'll try the other side. Nope. I'm gonna have to get that other truck and pull it. If it was hung on anything, that probably got it loose, but I don't know if it's gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna have to get the other truck. It's just right over here though. I gotta get this trailer off of it. This thing has the right tires on it. I probably should have just turned around and went down there and got it with this. and brought the fuel beforehand. It's okay though, I'll pull it. And then we'll bring the fuel out. If I would have brought the fuel with me, everything would have been great. I could have just filled up and swapped trucks and I would have been good. I'm just going to pull it as far as I can until it runs out of fuel. And then I'll bring the fuel around the other way where the swamp isn't. I'm already stuck. See these kind of trees here? If you're pulling a sideboard semi and the back of that thing gets hung on one of these, you're not going anywhere anytime soon because it's going to be hard to get loose. You may have to bring another truck with a crane on it, a heavy crane, and lift it up over it. With enough pressure though, I can break it. If there are trees that you can't break, and you get that hung in it, or even rocks, it gets hung in rocks too. And I try to turn here without flipping. It's going to be hard to do because it's a V. It's deep trenches, it ain't just a flat road. Whoa, look how deep that is. That was close. Tires fit right in. Okay, let's get it started. Let's see headlights, it's running. Brake, clutch, and winch. Rev the engine up to pull on it harder. We're getting it. We're bringing in the load. I guess with the power of 2 trucks, it could be done. I did have to bring another, actually bring that fuel tank down. I didn't realize I had dropped it until I'd already crossed the river. And there was no way I was turning around to get it. Trying to stay on the top. It's trying to slide in. Oh, almost it's about to slide in. I'm making it. At least I have a crane with this. If I would have flipped it or something, I would have been in trouble. This blue crane might have worked with the brick though. want to talk about flipping mud. We'll try to avoid that stuff. See these trees, all these sideways trees. If you run over that with a sideboard, you not get over it does fine with your wheels, but the sideboard catches it. Sideboard semi-trailer is hooked on all of those. If you're hauling on an icy road and not in the swamp, I would say take the sideboard semi, because you can get more rolls of steel in there, other things like that. I think he's ran out of fuel. The engine was off. Okay, I'm gonna double speed it when I'm bringing the fuel up. We're almost at the bridge, so that's not gonna be far. It's not a long trip from the garage. I'll take the old Ford. I can hook right to it with it and still have a winch. The F750. This is double speed, by the way. 2X. Oh. The old Ford F750 is really a tough truck. It's just slow. It's very ancient. Ancient technology. But it will go. It will go in places that you would not believe. I do have chains on it too, but I'm not going in the swamp with it. Of course, this here ain't looking much different than a swamp. But I'm not gonna go into some bad stuff with it. I'm gonna stay out of the bad stuff. Just some of these trees, you have to break them before you can drive over them with this. And you have to use the winch for that. Whoa, that's tippy looking. Trying to tip my trailer too. I didn't realize this was even steep until I brought this truck here. I usually just glide right over it with whatever I'm driving. It must be pretty steep because it's having a hard time. And this is double speed too. I'm just gonna go around the back side of this. There's no need in going through the swamp if you don't have to. Because it would take twice as long. And you don't have to worry about your differentials getting hot on the bridge with this thing, which is awesome. You gotta drive on the ridge in the middle between the two tracks. Hard to do. Especially in this spot here, and there's a giant hole in the road. I think we need to refuel these two trucks here. I don't know if I'm going to be able to break that one. It's a big one. Oh, it already broke. They're rotted, dead, rotted trees. Okay, I'm just going to keep pulling this because it's working. These chains are okay. The Ford F-750 got out here with them. I'm going to drive forward just a little ways. And then I'm going to kind of head back up to it with that other truck and pull it. Because there's a spot here. And I want to make sure I hit right. Oh, I'm stuck. Got my pipe hung on that trailer. Oh, I'm stuck. I'll just pull it forward a little ways. It won't hurt it. I should have took the mirror off though. If it was in real life. Would have probably torn my pipe off on that trailer too in real life. I wouldn't have done most of this stuff here. Like, I would have backed it up and went around somehow. Well, I wouldn't have parked it so close in the first place. This is the part we'll not have a problem with. Get right here. It's already gone. It ain't gonna flip. That rock. If we can get around the rock, it should be okay. I think I should swap truck. I can use diff lock. Kind of strange that you have to re-hit the winch every time, but it will pull for you. But you have to reattach the winch every time you swap trucks. And diff lock. Let's see the difference. You can tell the difference immediately. But it won't let you do diff lock until you're pulling it. but it's nice to have that truck pulling like that. Because we don't have swamp tires and it does. They probably don't know which way we're going, so we better swap back. But that is a cool trick. Almost as cool as pulling it through the swamp with this truck. You got twice as much horsepower pulling the load. It's going to go through there pretty quick. Oh, I hope it don't have trouble across this. Might should swap trucks again. Reattach. And bringing it home. Diff lock's engaged. And he's pulling. Okay, let's deliver this. That's one thing checked off the list. What do we need to get next? It looks like we're going to be getting a concrete slab from the railway station and some metal rows. I'll just take this trailer down there to the railway station and trade it in for a sideboard semi-trailer. Just after I was talking about them, now I'm going to have to use one. Let me mark it. That should do it. I just cut across these rocks, it won't matter. But I need some diff lines though. Too soon for that. I think I can do it without diff lines. But it's okay, I think I'll be alright going through the night. This is a pretty big night. I like the swamp I have this thing on. My diffs are getting hot. done something. I have to reverse it. I don't have that much trouble coming back. Not to get that trailer home. Yeah. Now let's go get a different trailer. Let's go around. Get back down the road. Go ahead and side toward the semi. Alright, I'm gonna grab some fuel off of this truck over here. Grab what I need and get down the road. Why is it not letting me fuel? It wouldn't reach, I guess. Alright, that's good. Full tank. Okay, I'm just gonna back up here and get that last one off of there. One concrete slab. Now we can back up there and reload that. It's going to be difficult. You got it right. It looks like it's going to be tippy. I'm going to unpack my cargo and see if it'll roll around. Maybe. It might be okay. I'm going to unpack it. That way when it starts trying to move around, it'll have somewhere to go. Gotta put that away. Okay, let's go. Maybe we should go right there with the building. Let me try. That's safe. Oh, it's not though. I'm gonna get stuck. Locking the diffs in though. Going in low because this is a tricky road. Oh my goodness. Goodness. Have you ever seen such a crazy looking thing? No, that's not where I want it to go. No. Lost one. Lost one. We're just going to leave it there for now.